for joining me on May Amor Talk Show today. My name is Madam Amor, aka Madam No Nonsense, aka Madam God, aka Madam For Real. Thank you for joining me on May Amor Talk Show today. Our topic is Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to May Amor Talk Show. My name is Madam Amor. I'm not going to add the aka No Nonsense, aka Madam Go to it this time around. That's because I'm now a bit tolerant. I can tolerate some certain things. That's because I'm now a new creation, because I'm a married woman now. Welcome to May Amor Talk Show once again. And I wish you all a happy new year. So I'm going to be asking all of you guys, how's your new year been? What are your goals for the year 2025? What are you expecting? What are your plans? What have you laid down for the year 2025? I know it's going to be a very interesting year, but it's going to be an interesting year, and it's going to be a successful year for all of us. 2024 has been a little bit of bars. It's been a lot of hanky-panky problems here and there. But guess what? At the end of the day, we're able to see through, and we all went through it, and we are all now at the other side. So we give thanks to God. Happy New Year to you all. Welcome to the new edition of May Amor Talk Show. And so today, we're not doing much. We're just going to be touching base on what we're going to be doing as the year goes on. So let me start by saying it's been a very, very interesting 2024. I don't know what your 2024 was like. Mine was like ups and down, especially at the middle of the year was a bit rough, but before the end of the year, God was so wonderful. So I'm grateful to God for the year 2024. At the end of the day, everything turns out okay for us. So I'm going to be telling you that there's a lot of interesting topic for May Amor Talk Show this year. So now let's start with this, okay? I'm going to please ask you to please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's May Amor Talk Show. Please keep hitting the notification buttons and subscribe, and please share the page. It's important for you to help us share our page, because that's when other people can see what's happening on May Amor Talk Show. And guess what? Your opinion is very, very important for us. I mean, we want to know what you think about everything we put out there. We just don't want to be speaking and talking. I mean, it doesn't have to be us alone. We want to hear from you. We want to know what's on your mind, what's your own opinion regarding any topic that we bring out there. Today, I was supposed to be having a guest here today, but unfortunately, she was not able to come because she had some one or two bars somewhere. So that's it. Thank you for joining me on May Amor Talk Show once again. I love you guys I love you guys. Honestly, I have a lot of people who are so concerned about May Amor Talk Show. I have a lot of people who ask me questions like, what's going on? Aren't you doing this show anymore? This show helps us a lot. I learn a lot from it. What's going on? But the truth of the matter is, I was in school. I want to be a counselor, very close to being a counselor now. So, and mostly, like I said, my specialty in counseling, I'll be doing couple therapy. This regards family, relationship, couples with their buzz problems. I'm here to help you solve, not like to solve them actually. I'm here to help you solve your own. So one of the topic that I see people talk about these days is intimacy in marriage, or a man who is dedicated in the kitchen. Yeah, you heard me right. Yes. So I'm going to ask you out there, I'll put it out there now. Would you prefer a man who can satisfy you in bed, or a man who can cook properly and, help you in the kitchen? What is your preference? Because I get a lot of women. Funny enough, I did a survey about it, right? And the feedback are so alarming. And this feedback are so alarming in the sense that you would think that some culture would go for, I want a man that can cook. But I keep getting this survey, out of 100%, I think I say 99.99% are saying that they want a man who can satisfy them in bed. This is very serious. So that's to tell you that this sexual thing is very, very important in marriages. So I can understand why some people are crying out, talking about how they are not being satisfied in bed. I work with a lot of different culture. We live in a diversity world now. So I have people that I thought that will be going like, oh, I want just food. I want a man who can cook. No, they are saying, I want a man who is good in bed, a man who can knock me properly and all that. So then somebody looked at me and said, oh, so counselor, what's your own opinion? You want me to tell you? Let me tell you, look, I prefer a man who can satisfy me very, very well in bed. That's because his obligation is not in the kitchen. It is my responsibility to cook for my husband. It is my responsibility in the kitchen. His obligation is in the bedroom. His responsibility is in the bedroom. Okay? So he needs to satisfy me very well. Then I'll do the cooking. Otherwise, if we are both tired after he satisfied me, guess what we'll do? We'll order KFC. We're going to order KFC. At least when we are both tired, you know. So that's one of the topic. If you would prefer a man who can satisfy you in bed, or you prefer that one that is very good in cooking and, you know, doing the home chores and everything for it, so you won't get tired. Sometimes working class lady, we need that. So our next topic on May Amor Talk Show, our next topic that will be coming soon. This is a very, very controversial one because it's very, for me, it's a very, very important topic for me, okay? And I know a lot of men want to understand that. So one of the topics we'll be treating here, because all this topic I'm talking about, we'll be having guests to talk about it, okay? One of the topics we'll be treating here is, why do men have to lose half of their property during divorce? Because I'm going to be a therapist that deals with divorce and marriage and all that, it's something that I have really, really doing a lot of research about. But now some research is telling me here that not necessarily that it's a 50-50. Depends on what the woman had contributed into the marriage. But most of the times when you ask, it's not true, isn't it? Some people said it's not true, that I've lost my property to a woman who did not contribute anything to my marriage, who just came in, we probably married for about 2-3 years, or to a woman who just looked for a flimsy excuses to say, I'm not interested in the marriage. I'll give you a tip about that. I saw this thing in news. I think one of the one of the football coaches, wife divorced, filing for divorce, allegedly, because I saw it on news, filing for divorce recently. And the claim was that a husband does not have enough time for them. Is that enough for you to divorce your own husband? We'll be talking about things like this, with time. So that's about it. Why do men have to lose half of their property to a woman who did not even do much into that? Build that property with the man. Something I feel like is not fair, but I sip my mouth. I'll be asking my guests on that day. Okay, so this is some of the topic we'll be talking about. Okay, so let's talk about this interesting topic. I'm so excited. Me, Amor Talk Show. I'm going to be bringing controversial. Let's ask this question, because honestly speaking, I'm going to read something out to you here. Okay, this topic is a topic that I think I want to discuss it with a man, but it's so hard to get men on my studio. They are so very, very adamant of not coming. I don't know why. They think I want to put them on the spot. So this is it. Why do men cheat at all? Let's take a second to think about it. Why do men cheat at all? Why do men cheat on their wives? I'm not saying women don't cheat. I'm not talking about women today, because I know women do cheat. I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about men. Why do you think a man would cheat on their wife? So this is just, I'm going to just give you a little bit of the research I did, just a little bit of research for you to be able to know, have a clue of why they do that sometimes, in case you don't know, okay? Yeah, but I'm still going to have someone here on May Amor Talk Show to discuss this. Before we continue, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's May Amor Talk Show. Please follow me on Facebook. It's May Amor Talk Show. Keep hitting the notification button for you to be able to get everything that we put out there. Leave your comment. Your opinion is very important for us. I would love it to hear you. Just tell me what you think about any of the topic that I'm bringing out there. Before my guests start arriving, start telling me what you think about them.
So we're talking about why do men cheat? Why do men really cheat on their wives or on their girlfriend or on their spouse, whichever we can call it? So now from my research, they said there isn't a single answer to why men cheat. As people motivate and so as people's motivation and circumstances are very different. However, some common reasons might include lack of emotional or physical fulfillment. Do you understand what I mean? Like lack of emotional and physical fulfillment. Probably if you have a wife and she's like, I'm tired, I don't want you to touch me, I'm so tired, I feel so tired, I'm back from work, I'm so tired. So that could be a reason. Opportunities and temptation. You know, sometimes we sometimes forget that sometimes these men don't go after these women. You don't believe me? Sometimes men don't go after women. A man can be looking very good and very, sumptuous, and a girl go like, oh my God, this is hot. So that is what we call temptation. Or probably a woman can be very curvy and very breasty and very, so a man can be like, oh my God, this is nice. Those are temptations. So they are telling you that it could be temptation or opportunity of, oh, can I quickly do it? So that's one. Another reason is commitment issues. When there's no commitment between the man and the woman, there can be, a man can go out and cheat. There's no commitment there. I mean, you don't like what you have, but you're still in there. So I'm just saying all this because all these things are things we'll be discussing. Okay. So now we have what we call low esteem and seeking validation. We have some men who feels like, I don't know. I don't think I'm good here. I think I'm good here. So that's another thing. Communication problem. For me, this is the ultimate for me. Communication problem. When a man wants a woman and he says, I want it this way, or a man wants his sexual preference to be on this way or this kind of act, but they don't talk about it. Communication in marriage and relationship is so important. You need to talk like I'm talking. Express your feeling, baby. I want you to do it this way. I want this style. I want that style. I want you to bend. I want you to stand. I want you to hang. Communication problem is one of the problems why men cheat. Because this one is why do men cheat? So these are all some reasons. Then they said personal reasons of life changes. Personal reasons of life changes. That could be one of the reasons why men do cheat. So all these things we're going to be talking about it on May and More Talk Show. So please stick and stay and just hang around. Hang around my YouTube channel. You're going to be learning a lot this time around. Okay, so another controversial topic that we'll be talking about in future to come. Is it right for a woman to pay for her bill on the first date with a man? Is it right for a woman to pay a bill on the first date with a man? Like, I don't want to say anything about that because it's so controversial. Some people said it is right for a woman to pay a bill on the first date with the man to show the man that, after all, I got it. Some people said, no, it's not right for a woman to pay a bill on the first date because a man should always be a gentleman because at least he asks the woman out, he asks the woman for a date, so he should be the one to be able to pay for the bills. It shouldn't be the woman. Well, that is what other people are saying. What are your own opinion? What do you think? Should a woman pay for a meal on the first date that you ask her out? I'm asking you, the men, what do you think? And I'm asking you, the women, do you think you should pay for your bill on the first date that the man asks you out? Now we're beginning to live in the world of 50-50. 50-50. Everything tends to be 50-50. The man will do half, the woman will do half, which I don't really like, unfortunately. Don't come for me for it. That's my opinion. I don't like 50-50. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't like 60-70. It doesn't sit well with me. I don't like 100%. It doesn't sit well with me. I just like to live the right life by my partner. So that's what I do. So what do you think? Is it right for a woman to pay her bills on the first? It's me. These are all the topics that we will be talking about. These are all the topics we'll be talking about. So please don't forget, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Amor Talk Show. Please do not forget that. It's very important. I want to get a lot of views this year, so that's why I keep emphasizing on that. So now there's another topic that's so mind-blowing. Okay, I'll read this to you. We often hear women say, I cannot cook for any man, especially when I am a working class woman. We often hear women say that. You hear women say, I can't cook for any man. Why should I cook for my husband? When I'm a working class woman, I go to work, I come back, I'm tired. Why do I have to cook for a man? Now, these are some of the topics we'll be treating. But I say there is a big difference. This is me saying this. There is a big difference between being a woman and being a wife. A woman has no responsibility not to answer to anyone but herself. Unless otherwise, she's still living with her parents. So if you're a woman, you still live with if you're a lady, you still live with your parents. If you don't come home in time or they can't find you, they have right to ask you where you are, what happened to you, because you still live with your parents. But if you're an independent woman and you're not living with anybody, you're by yourself, you don't have to answer to anyone but yourself. However, if a woman becomes a wife, she has now doubled up a responsibility from living womanhood to become a wife. So now I always say to people, it's two different things here people don't understand. There's a difference between being a woman, there's a difference between being a wife. The moment you decided to leave your womanhood and you now become a wife, married to somebody, you have your own responsibility as a wife. You're no more a woman. So when I hear a woman say, married women say that, for me, I can't cook for my husband because I am hardworking, I'm a working class lady. By the time I get home, I am tired. No, you're not a woman, you're a wife. So now there are roles that defines a woman, a wife. There are roles that defines a wife, and there are roles that defines a woman. So if you're a woman, your role is different. One of the roles that defines a woman is feeding her husband. Do you know that? Yeah. One of your responsibilities as a wife is to feed your husband. So if you're telling me that you're very sorry, you can't cook for a husband because you are now a working class lady. Like I said, these are some of the topics we'll be treating on Amor Talk Show. I don't want to be the one, I don't want to be the only one talking about all this. I just want, I want my guests on that day to come. So we've got a lot of topics to treat, okay? So like I said, thank you for joining us. I am so excited. It's a year 2025. I am looking forward to this year. I've got a lot of things under my sleeve, and I'm hoping that God help me to be able to fulfill all those dreams. God has always been faithful to me. I've always said, I want to achieve this, I want to do this, I want to do that. And He's been very kind. I hope God has been so kind to you. So thank you for joining me today. Please look after yourself. These are all the topics we'll be talking about. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. I'm so happy to be here. I'm back full time on Amor Talk Show. You'll be hearing from me more time. Thank you very much. Leave your comments. It's very important. Follow us. Thank you very much. I love you guys. And thanks to everybody who has been very kind to me. And for everyone wanting to know what's happening to Amor Talk Show, we're back on track. Thank you. Talk to you next time. Bye.